They gon' love me for my ambition.
You guys could be anywhere in the world doing anything right now, but you're here, and I appreciate you. Per usual, CAmbition sound. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we're back again. I'm going to do, actually, something that I don't usually do, similar to the podcast. Go check out the podcast out every Tuesday, 6 a.m., CA Podcast. Cap. I think episode 9 is dropping next week, so we're going to break down this concert a bit more. But I'm going to give you guys a raw reaction of my favorite moments and the highlights from this major event. So Kanye West and Drake had a benefit concert for Larry Hoover. If you guys are not familiar with Larry Hoover, I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to say allegedly, but at the end of the day, he's like the leader of the GDs, Gangster Disciples, I believe, out of Chicago. Correct me down below in the comments. I'm an idiot. I don't take anything I'm taking too serious, but also not too lightly either, because I do know my shit when it comes to music. But that street shit is for the streets. I'll leave that there. But aside from it just being a benefit concert, it's a concert in general. To be honest, I rarely think anyone give a fuck about Larry Hoover. Like, the fans and shit, they tend to be, you know, just fans of the music. But obviously free Larry Hoover. But people were just like, yo, this is Kanye and Drake. They did not give a fuck about Larry Hoover, and we got Kanye and Drake. Now, these are my favorite moments from this event. First of all, they had us waiting hours and upon hours upon hours. We thought it was going to be, I think, 9 p.m. Eastern, but then it was 9 p.m. No, it was 9, the date, but 8 p.m. Eastern, but there's actually 8 p.m. Pacific time, so it was a 3-hour difference. So over here in the East Coast, you're basically not sleeping. But then they run it late because that's what Kanye does. Every time he does something, he's running late. But then they run late, and then they run late. So I think they didn't start like until like 2 hours later. So it was like a 1 a.m. show. So we can watch it together. The actual, this was my timeline, if you can check it out right here. So we have photos of them appearing together. This was around 12:30, so they're about to go on stage. And before that, you had all the music playing. That was the choir, the Jesus is King vibe. So it's like, okay, it's building it up, right? Here we go. And then the actual video of them praying together right here. So it's like, all right, this is some deep shit. It's about to get serious, right? The fact that they're actually friends and actually praying together goes to show you, like, all right, this is aside from everything else. If the show goes bad, we at least have two legends being actual friends again. The dramatic walk-in. They walked in, Drake with the Nike fucking glove that he always likes to wear sometimes. Drake watching Kanye, you know, so they both did that to each other. They both were watching each other's performances. And there was a lot of moments, man, especially Kanye. I think he stole the show. Here's him dancing to Say You Will. The classic dance. And you have him rocking the merch, the free Larry Hoover merch that was on sale that whole night as well. It was a spectacular night. My favorite moments were when they did each other's songs. This is Kanye West doing Find Your Love. I better find your heart. Find your love and find your heart. So 10 years ago, Kanye West wrote this track. It was intended for Rihanna. She passed on it, so then it ended up being Drake's song. So he wrote the song for Drake, technically, right? Not literally for him, but it's written by Kanye for Drake on Drake's album, Find Your Love. But then it sounds like an 808s and Heartbreaks track record, because it was literally, possibly, meant for 808s and Heartbreaks, Kanye's album. And that was the sound at the time. Perfect. And then you look at it 10 years later, literally almost to the exact date, we have them reconciling from a beef. And then for the first time ever, from my recollection, Kanye West performing Find Your Love. That's crazy. And then Drake watching it, celebrating. You got 40, his producer, legendary producer, engineer. And we got Chubbs, the hitman, allegedly, on the side, smiling. So you got everyone like, yo, this is a dope moment, enjoying it. And then the camera's capturing dope angles of it, almost cinematic. This is probably my favorite moment the whole night. Here, Drake doing his own little special renditions. They were doing that a couple times throughout the night, like remixing a bit of the lyrics. I loved it. And then that was at the end of Kanye's 24 song, but it was Drake actually singing it. So this is them hugging it out. They passing it along. Kanye's like, all right, it's your turn. So this is when the momentum shift. Because you got Kanye doing all his hits, and you got Drake. All right, is Drake going to do his hits? Well, we don't know yet, because he starts with a Kanye record. And one of my favorite records this year off Donda, 24. Classic drop. Exhausted.
Never the right time to go. Never the right time to go. Never the right time. God loves you. Loves when you choose your steps. Gotta make it right for you, love. Gotta make it right for you. Everybody wanna feel like everything's gonna be right. New me over the old me. Let it all.
So that was very dope, man. That was very dope. And then we have, during Drake's performance, him acknowledging Kanye.
Walking through the, it's important that we make this happen. It's like, you know, when we were walking through the archway right there, it felt surreal. It felt like a dream. It was something I always wanted to do. You know, be on stage with one of my idols while he's running through one of the best catalogs in music, period. So I appreciate y'all tonight. It's important that we make.
Yeah, that was major because confirms the beef is squashed. But aside from that, it's like, yo, who's the father? Who's the son? Drake's the son. Kanye's the father. At the end of the day, it is what it is. People were debating like this was like a versus last night. It wasn't a versus. It's Kanye West's performance. Special guest Drake, Larry Hoover. That's Kanye's connection. Jay Prince has a connection between Kanye and Drake. But the task was to get Drake along to end the beef and just to be a special guest because Drake is the biggest artist in the world with the other biggest artist in the world, Kanye. So you're going to get that awareness level at the all-time, right? But people were like, damn, because Kanye's running through his catalog. It's like, is this going to be a versus? Is Drake going to run through his catalog? But Drake just did COB records, but then it had moments of acknowledging Kanye because the respect is there. And it's almost like, yo, to me, I looked at it like, damn, Donda definitely is better than COB now. Like, I always kind of felt that way. Didn't want to say it fully, but this confirms it because, I don't know. Drake, in my opinion, this year hasn't been that strongly adamant about COB as he can be. But then there's been a lot of shit happening in his life, so I get it. You know, he had the accident he was healing from. I think it was like a basketball accident. And then we have the Astro World now currently happening. I get it. But, you know, Kanye's going through a divorce, but this man is still on top of the world. So who's, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. Comment down below your guys' opinion. Here we have Life is Good. Rest in peace, Virgil Abloh. Virgil got the paddock on my wrist going nuts. So it's like a little homage to Virgil Abloh, rest in peace. I do feel like they could have done more for Virgil. I thought it was going to be like a little moment, like they both come out, let's have a moment of silence for Virgil. But they did go both to his funeral. So it's like, they're obviously going to pay their respects. Like, they're friends with him, so we don't need that as the public. But I would have loved it. North was there, supporting her dad. The whole family was there. It was a major event. Probably the biggest event in music this year if we look back at it. And this was Kanye acknowledging Drake.
So we're gonna keep these coming back to back to back. We're gonna get as many in as we can. It's like 100 million hits between the both of us, you know what I mean? We had you out here for 3 days, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's go!
Beautiful morning. And it's right, man. If they were to just be out there doing actual verses, I feel like they would have literally been out there all night. For like, he said 3 days. I would think 3 months, bro. You guys got a lot of records. Like, Drake's B-sides from his older albums are hard hits to me as well. And then we have Kanye acknowledging Kim Kardashian. He wants his wife back. Fuck Pete Davidson. I've been saying that for weeks. In a joking manner, obviously. I respect everyone. But at the end of the day, Kanye West wants his wife back. And here we have him literally proclaiming his love to her again publicly last night, switching the lyrics up. Kimberly. More specifically, Kimberly. He said it so undertone, I was surprised people caught it. And then they ended the actual concert performing one of my favorite records, classic Posse Cut. I think Forever and Swagger Like Us are very underrated. I grew up not believing that those records were existing. Like, it was incredible as a kid. Like, you heard all these artists on one record. That doesn't happen no more. And I think they aged pretty good. If you really break down the lyrics and everything, it's not really corny. Like, Forever is a classic. And here we have them ending the whole concert performing. And then them walking off together, which is dope to see as well. I'm so happy they streamed this shit. Because one thing is being there, but then you capture it on film, and it lives on forever. Like, people can watch this for the rest of their lives. So there we have it, man. That was Kanye and Drake last night. Free Larry Hoover concert. The way they ended it, if you listen to Forever, I really felt like Kanye wanted to keep going. Like the crooning and like the acapella freestyle, but then Drake kind of like was like, yo, LA, we out type of energy. And I did feel that a bit throughout the night, whereas if Drake might have, not that he didn't want to do this, but that as if like, I mean, he was a special guest, so it was Kanye's show, so he had to let Kanye lead the pack, but it was an interesting dynamic, you know. It was something I feel like I would have wanted to be there in person to kind of encapsulate it more. But it was classic nonetheless, man. People's calling it verses. People saying that, you know, Drake needed to play more hits. People saying that it was like a concert for Kanye to get Kim back. All this shit online. But you pull all that shit aside and you really appreciate it for what it is. It's a classic moment in music history. This year is like a perfect way to end the year. We didn't get the verses we wanted, but we got this, and them actually reconciling on stage. They've been out together. You know, they've been at the Drake's party. They were at Virgil's funeral. They've been hanging out together. They've been rehearsing for this concert together, off location. And then we have them on location, live, doing the actual concert. I think it's beautiful, man. Comment down below. How do you guys feel? Donda or CLB? All that talk, you can comment down below as well. I say Donda, especially after this. I love CLB, but man, this shit just put the topping, what they say, the cherry on top, whatever the fuck they say. For me, I've always loved Kanye. Kanye's my favorite artist of all time. Lil Wayne's my favorite rapper of all time. Kanye's my favorite artist of all time. And I always say that Drake can go down as the best rapper of all time. You know, if he would have died tomorrow, I would say that. You know, God forbid, right? But it's crazy to see these fucking Goliaths on stage. It's like King Kong and Godzilla. Like fucking not even battling, but like participating with each other and sharing energy. It's a beautiful moment to witness. I can't stop saying it enough. And I appreciate you guys for watching the recap with me. Share your opinions of your favorite and least favorite moments online last night when you were watching it, or if you're watching it back, or if you watched it with me. What was your favorite moments that you saw that I showed you? Share it down below in the comments. And until next time, subscribe, hit the like button, CAmbition, sound, and I'm out. Love you guys. Be safe. And don't forget to check out the CA podcast. Cap dropping this Tuesday, 6 a.m. like always. We're going to discuss this and break it down more thoroughly. And yeah, let me go home to my child, Ocean. I'm going to go hang out with him and watch this all day, all night, all weekend on replay. It's crazy, man. God bless you guys. Love yourself and hug yourself.
They gon' love me for my ambition.